Wendy, the story's heroine, moves to Bloomsburg, Massachusetts, to be closer to her brother John and her father Peter. Peter runs NevAirLand Airlines, and his work has led him to become estranged from his children. Wendy, looking to make friends in a new town, encounters James Barrie, also known as Hook. Despite jealousy from James's admirers and warnings about James's dangerous lifestyle, Wendy falls for him, and the two begin an intense romance. However, James is only using Wendy to get revenge on Peter, who killed James's parents in a plane crash years ago. The narrative relates that after the crash that killed his parents, the young James was sent to Massachusetts to live with his uncle, Senator Barrie, who was known in the crime world as Croc, and abused James for most of his childhood. Rue, or Rufus, James's friend and employer, saved James from the abuse and took him into his criminal enterprise. Years later, Rue is now close to retirement, and James has become the principal enforcer of their business. The town fears James, and his dominating demeanor is part of why Wendy finds him so attractive. When Peter comes to town, though, James and Rue struggle to maintain their business operations in the face of Peter's wealth and criminal networking. Despite his original plan to use Wendy, James quickly realizes that he is falling in love with her, and this development threatens to hinder his plans to get revenge on Peter. James and Wendy have an instant and intense sexual chemistry that distracts each of them from the dangers of their relationship. The two grow closer as James also befriends John, Wendy's brother, supporting him in ways that Wendy wishes Peter would. Peter, for his part, is largely absent, and James quickly becomes the most important man in Wendy's life. When Rue and Peter attempt to strike a deal, Rue goes missing, and James finds his body at the location of Rue and Peter's meeting. Assuming that Wendy was sent by Peter to distract him, James kidnaps Wendy, accusing her of betraying him. However, when James takes Wendy to confront Peter, he finds that Wendy was not involved after all, and Peter confirms that he values his own life and business over his children's welfare. Wendy and James reconcile, teaming up to uncover Peter's plan in Bloomsburg. Peter's assistant, Tina, then kidnaps Wendy and hands her over to Smee, James's assistant and yacht worker. Using Wendy to lure James in, Peter and Smee reveal that Smee is actually James's cousin and the son of James's uncle, Croc. Smee has plotted to get revenge on James for years for his murder of Croc. Peter also reveals that James has a brother, for John is actually the son of James's father, Andrew, and Wendy's mother. Peter had both his wife and James's parents killed upon discovering the affair, and he has been estranged from Wendy and John ever since. With the tangled web of revenge plots finally unraveled, Wendy shoots and kills both Tina and Peter. James and Wendy then go on to build a family together and live happily ever after.